So the 12 Days of Christmas is quite a nice song, but some of the presents are a bit weird, aren't they? The partridge in a pear tree, you see, that's quite special when you think about it, because as far as I know, I don't think I've seen a partridge. I wouldn't know if I have, and to the best of my knowledge, I can't really think if I've seen a pear tree. What I want to know is, how are you keeping the partridge in the pear tree? I mean, that's one very well-trained partridge you have there. Or have you tied it to it? 2 turtle doves. Doves with, like, turtle shells on the back of them. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Unless, of course, it's turtles with dove wings. 3 French hens. Not so excited about that one. Say you were to give us, like, an Englishman and a Frenchman, not as a present, I'm talking hypothetically. I'd be able to tell the difference between, the two of them by how they speak. But if you gave us, like, an English hen and a French hen, 4 calling birds, I'm going to be honest with you, I think we might have peaked at the turtle doves. Who are they calling, for a start? Can they even use phones? 5 gold rings. Definitely the highlight of the song, because it's the bit that you get to sing different to the rest of it. 5 gold rings, that's like enough rings for 5 fingers. I'm going to be pretty blinged out. It's also the first gift that you've given me which I can potentially sell on eBay. And I don't really need 5 rings, so, I will. All the other presents you've given me so far have been bird related. I don't think eBay deals in wildlife. 6 geese are laying, back with the birds again, the rings threw us off a bit. But I've got big respect for these geese, because they're actually doing something, they're laying eggs, I presume. What else are they going to be laying? Bricks? That'd be quite, probably impossible. But at least they're doing something, not like the hens, who are just busy being French. 7 swans are swimming. I'm not 100% sure at what point I gave you the impression that I was absolutely obsessed with birds. If you'd just given us 7 swans, that probably would have been fine. I could have found somewhere to put them. But 7 swans are swimming. I mean, I need, like, some sort of water. I suppose I could stick, like, 5 of them in the bath. 1 could go in the upstairs bathroom sink, and 1 could go in the kitchen sink. 8 maids are milking. So a little bit of a break from the birds there. Now you're giving me humans. What are they milking, though, exactly? You're not really being very specific on. I'm presuming they're milking cows, rather than each other. My first thought there was goats. I was going to say goats, but then my mind went a bit weird. I've just created, what I've done there is a really strange Christmas image for you all. My point was going to be, if they're milking cows, do you get the cows? Give them wings, then, might be good, because, I flipping love birds. 9 ladies dancing. The question has to be asked, what sort of dancing are they doing? I wouldn't imagine it's, of the inappropriate variety. And are they dancing permanently? Like, do they keep on dancing? I think there's a limit. They're going to get tired. Going to get knackered. 10 lords are leaping. What? What? I've not met many lords in my time, I'll be honest. But I don't think, stereotypically, leaping is what lords do. I think lords do other stuff. I just kind of feel like you couldn't think of something beginning with L and you wanted to give lords. 11 pipers piping. I think by this point you might have started running out of ideas, unless you were doing a draft and you'd got to 10 lords are leaping and you'd shown it and they were like, whoa, 10 lords are leaping? That doesn't make any sense. You're going a bit off the rails with this song, aren't you? A little bit. Lords don't leap. Calm it down. So you thought, right, well, my next idea was pipers. I don't want to seem too crazy, so we'll just have them piping, because that's what they do. And at the end of the song, we've got 12 drummers drumming, which, like the pipers piping, not very interesting, really. Not after the lords are leaping, which was just crazy. You've got to ask, have the drummers talk to the pipers. You want them to be on the same page, essentially. You don't want them to be playing different tunes. Now, my understanding of the song is that you get the gifts each time they're repeated. Where do you want us to stick 12 pear trees? I mean, surely 1 was enough. I probably could have replaced one of the trees out the back with a pear tree, but 12, I can't fit 12 trees in my garden, I'm going to be honest. They're not going to fit. By the end of the song, you've got 22 turtle doves, which, I mean, that's just, you know, 2 turtle doves, amazing, but 22, that's just phenomenal. Like, I've essentially got an army of armoured birds. So you've given me 30 French hens. I don't have the means to look after 30 French hens. You know, what do they even eat? Hopefully, they eat pears. Because I've got a flipping ton of pears. You're going to have given me 40 gold rings. Why do I need 40 gold rings? Probably going to be the only time in my life when I'm going to need a use for cash for gold. Got any spare cash lying about the house? Yeah, I've got flipping tons of rings. That's 42 swans a swimming. I could probably fit 5 in the bath. That's, you know, it's probably at a stretch. You know, 4 I've not really thought about how many swans fit in my bath before. By the end of it, I've got 40 maids of milking. I don't need that much milk. Do the maids have a contract that says that they can only milk? I mean, can they do other things? If you're paying for these maids, we might as well get them to do other maid-like things. Like, we could have a really clean house. According to Wikipedia, right, there's something called the Christmas Price Index, which is the price of all the goods in the 12 days of Christmas. And for 2011, the cost of everything in the song would be $24,263. It's for the hiring of the services, not the purchasing of the people. You know, it's actually, so you're hiring the pipers essentially. But how long do you just get them for the day? Do you just get them for the one day, and then they go off? I only get them for a day. Don't worry, I've got a strange feeling like they might be back tomorrow. Wink, wink. The drummers, on the other hand, you only get for a day. So have a Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year. That's a completely different song, you know. Another video? No, probably not.